about Wang.
Chris, it's been a phenomenal year for first-person shooters. Do you think that's fair to say?
Definitely.
There's one more to add to it, and this one is out on PC right now, but coming to consoles next year. And it's up there with Doom and Titanfall 2, because those are my two favourite first-person shooter campaigns. But Shadow Warrior 2 is fantastic. What do you know about it?
Well, I've been watching a bit of gameplay since it came out, and it just looks mental. They're just like I don't know, like the best kind of action film, which is crazy. Like the swords, guns. It just looks nuts, but but not just that. The style of it looks absolutely right up my street. I mean, it feels like a kind of neo-futuristic kind of world, a bit like Blade Runner-y, a bit kind of Deus Ex, but completely unique to what we've kind of seen already this year. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to hear about how it is to play.
So it is very. I mean, the one that I don't want to start with a worry, but the one worry I've got is if they lose the 60 frame smoothness when it comes to console.
Yeah.
Because similar to Doom, that game was 60 frames on a console and it just flew. Like, it just flew. Yeah. That game was so... It's the most cathartic game to play Doom. But this is like that, only with more weapons, loot, procedural dungeon... I say dungeons, they're not dungeons. So the way this keeps things interesting is that there's a story, obviously, which I should add is quite funny. Like, it's quite bro humour, but not quite... Also not quite bro humour. Like, it's like the guy's name's Wang, you know what I mean? And like you go in the Wang cave, that's where he lives and stuff like that. And it's very much like there's a really strong female character who's kind of hired him, and he's like, you know, she's a bitch, you know, it's that kind of thing. Low hanging fruit, but also sometimes clever. But the story's the story. You know, you go through it, you get. You know, I don't think. I mean, is there anything to spoil? Basically, you have to go and rescue someone. Her body's dying because it's been possessed. So to save her body, in the meantime, she has to go inside your head, which means her soul is inside you, and she can talk to you. You can talk to her, but no one else can hear. So that leads to some funny moments where it's like people. Literally, there's a guy that's like, "Who are you talking to?" It's like, "Oh, yeah, you know, she's in my head. Remember? Oh, okay, right, you know." And it's quite self-aware, quite funny. Yeah. But the combat is just brilliant. Like, there's so many diverse types of enemies, some that you can just use your sort of samurai sword and just fucking annihilate, like just slice them up. But then there are enemies that you don't want them that close to you, so you switch to the Uzi or the grenade launcher or the, you know, there's even like there's like dual katanas, there's like different types of sword.
Wow.
And it's all loot based, and like, you know, you kill people and health, and you can equip things to your weapons and yourself that buff you, like, you know, this, add it to this weapon, and that now my sword does electric damage, you know. Stuff like that. Christ, there's so the side missions are procedural. While the side missions are the side missions, when you go there, they might be like in some sort of futuristic cyber world, or they might be in a lush sort of foresty, you know, downtown China kind of vibe, or there's all sorts of different types of locations that mean if you play through it again, it's not always the same.
Yeah. Wow.
It's just brilliant. Like, it's even got co-op. Like, it's kind of everything that Doom had that you're like, this game's amazing. Anything that you could have added to it, if that's even possible, they've done it. Like, it's got four-player co-op.
Oh god. Is that through the story, or is that separate?
Yeah, that's through the story. Yeah, and it's got like a hub world that you can warp to at any time. You've got powers. Sorry, forgot that. So you've got, like, I think I forget the name. It might be Key. I can't remember, but you've got, like, you know, you've got a health bar, you've got ammo, but you've also got like an energy bar, which you could use your energy bar to use your special stuff, and but you can upgrade yourself, like you get skill points. It's just absolutely exceptional, and it feels like a game it's one of those games, Chris, right? You know, when a game, a bit like Hyper Light Drifter, when that came out on PC and everyone was like, oh, this is amazing, but the hive mind was quiet about it because it was only on PC.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then it came to PS4 and everyone's talking about it again. This game next year, mark my words, will be that. Like, awesome. Next year, when this hits console, everyone will be raving about it being, this year's Doom, you know, and it was actually like, no, that's last year's. Like, it was, and I don't want to be PC Master Race, because I really want to see, the games like this. It's been a year of games like this where people have gone back to first-person shooter games and been like, what makes them fun?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, totally.
And I mean, seriously, if you have a PC that can run it, and hopefully you have, but it is, I wouldn't say it's the most demanding game. Like, I'm on a 970, and having reviewed an Alienware PC recently with a 1080 in it, I am a bit like, I think I need an upgrade soon, but I can't afford it. But it's fine. It runs at 1080-60. I even pushed some HDR to my new telly, and it looks amazing. But then it had a slight drop in frame rate because I put everything on ultra. So it's one of those games that you should be able to get it running at 60 with a moderately high PC.
Yeah.
You don't need a 1080. I'm 970 with 16 gig of RAM, which helps, and an i7, which helps. If you can play this game, and if you like Doom, if you're enjoying Titanfall 2, this is your fucking jam. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah. Sounds amazing.
Okay, well that's Shadowfall then, that's a different game entirely. Shadow Warrior 2, he's been Chris White, thank you for your time, Chris.
No worries.
And we'll catch you next time, bye for now. Hello, did you enjoy that video? I did, but if you really enjoyed it, click subscribe over here. Just serious somewhere there, and you will never miss a video. Just down here, if you really liked us, you can donate to our Patreon, $1 or £1 a month, and seriously, it helps us make stuff like this. This very camera recording this, that pays for it. Also, do you know what? Actually, I'm a bit big, aren't I? I need to be smaller.
Right, now over here, there's a video you can watch. If you click the playlist over there, you can watch that. There's loads of reviews and stuff. Seriously, it's just loads of content everywhere. It's just content, man. Content!